Hi guys, Leanne Winston here. Welcome to everybody joining in. If you are watching from my psychic page, Leanne Winston Psychic Medium, you do need to jump over to mytimetv.live to be able to join in with the comments so I can see you in the broadcast, as I will not be able to see the comments on my page. Say, hey Melissa, hope you're doing well, honey. Hope you guys are staying nice and cool. It's been a bit warm here. It's been a bit of a, I don't know, I feel a bit stuffy, but that could be this head cold that I'm suffering with at the moment as well. So thank you for joining in. I will ask you guys, please hit the share button and invite your friends and family to join in as well. I do have the guest link up in the description today on the post if you would like to join in as well with that side of it. I have asked the beautiful Roz Bounty, nearly said Bet, sorry honey, to join me at the last minute tonight. I'm just feeling a little bit under the weather, so I'll wait for her to finish doing her hair. And you're okay to bring you up now, hun? Okay, beautiful. I'll just bring her up into the lobby and she's going to help me out tonight. Excellent. Hi, Hab. That was good timing.
Hi. Wasn't it?
You got back in that chair very quickly then.
Yes. And I'm still probably going to have the door open by the dog anyway.
That's okay. My husband's in the background chatting away on the phone, so we may hear him having his business meetings with his colleagues on the phone. They like old women chattering.
Yeah, I understand that.
I didn't say that about old women chattering because they're probably worse than old women chattering.
Well, I don't put myself in that. I don't put myself in that category yet, even though I'm sneaking up that age. I've been called old before already.
My 19-year-old and that's it. My 19-year-old and 15-year-old are always referencing me as old. So, you know.
Yeah, no.
I said, I'm only as old as you feel.
Absolutely.
That's it. Wait until they get to our age. That's what I say.
They'll find out. Yeah, you keep putting off the old age factor.
That's it. We keep busy. So we keep that at a distance. So thank you for joining in at the last minute. I know I probably gave you, 10 minutes notice?
It's probably about 15. I've sort of got the food going down like that. So if you hear a burp, I've enjoyed it. That's awful.
Still on the way down. I rushed your cheese. Sorry. I sat there and I'm listening to my husband on the phone. I went, I wonder if Roz wants to come live with me. I figured that way if I have that's it, exactly. And we bounce off of each other nicely. I thought if I have a coughing fit or a sneezing fit, I can put myself on mute. You can talk. And
well, I was talking over you today anyway without even knowing it. So that was a bit weird.
Was that today or yesterday?
Oh, gee, what day? What today? Oh, yeah, Wednesday. Yeah, yesterday.
It is Wednesday today. I had
intentions of going back. Yeah, I did watch some of the replay because I wanted to hear what some of the sound was like. Yeah. And I realised some of that singing in the replay, like the recorded version, it actually waves in and out a bit. So there's something I've got to do with a sound system somewhere. Right. I think it's just the internet connection, actually, but I don't know.
It could be. Yeah. Well, I got my internet worked out. You know how I thought we were going out at 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. last night?
Yeah.
My daughter gets out of bed at 11:15 and goes, Mum, what's wrong with the internet? I said, I don't know. It was supposed to be out today, not. She goes, are you sure it's a.m., not p.m.? I don't know. I just checked my phone on the SMS and it was p.m. to a.m. How silly did I feel after backing myself
I'm not
up.
The only one. I love that.
I had to sit there and giggle at myself. My husband's going, you're an idiot. I said, I know. You knew what I did to go through setting up the next year. So I had a backup. It was quite funny. So, but beautiful. And all right. Well, we've got a few. Sorry, hon.
I was just going to say your backup was probably a faster speed internet than what your actual NBN is too.
I really wouldn't be surprised at that. So it was incredible. Wonderful. So we've got a couple of, we've got 4 people already in the lobby waiting to come online with us. So I thought we might just jump straight in and
why not?
do that. So you're happy to do some readings with me, hun?
Yeah, I haven't done it this way before, have I? Where it's been the 2 of us and extra guests in.
No, I don't think I have. So, yeah. So, guys, if I do mute myself, please excuse me while I'm having a cough or a blow on the nose sort of thing with that side of it. I do have a soother in the mouth, so I'm hoping we will be all right. I've just got Ma Mac in the waiting room. In the lobby. Hun, you haven't got your camera on, so if you could turn your camera on so we can see you, I will bring you up when we do that. But first, we've got Naomi sitting here patiently, so we're going to count you up, hun, into the broadcast.
Can I just ask a question first while you're doing that? Is there a way of me muting myself in case I need to cough, sneeze, or otherwise? I'm just looking back end and I'm thinking, I can't find it.
There must be on the
camera.
Hi.
Yeah. Hey Naomi, I'll be with you one sec, honey. Ros, if you need to, give me a little wave and I can mute you on the back end here.
Okay.
On your end, I don't know.
There's not.
It's technology. How are you, sir? How you going, Naomi?
Good, thank you.
That's good. Thank you for waiting very patiently down there in the lobby. How's your day been?
Bad. Busy as usual at work.
Busy? Yeah, been a bit hectic.
Yes.
Yeah, it is crazy lately, isn't it? So, Naomi, if you don't know Ros, Naomi, introduce you.
Hello.
So Ros is joining in to help me out tonight, just in case I have a bit of a coughing fit sort of thing. So did you have a question you'd like to ask us, hun?
Has recently passed, and I'd just like to know if she's around the family.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm having a lot of trouble coming to terms with it.
Yeah. Okay.
And my dad also.
Yep, your dad's having trouble with it as well. Yeah, okay. First of all, my sincere apologies with your mum's passing. I do feel the grief very much building up there, the emotion sort of side of it. What would have been the throat area for mum? Because when you mentioned your mum and her passing, I was being very much drawn to the throat, the sort of thing. So whether somebody gets quite choked up or she had throat issues. Does that make sense?
Towards the end, she did. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because because I just feel like I'm focusing on the throat. So to me, that's one of the things that she sort of remembers the most. When I connect to a spirit, I ask them to give me or show me something that you can connect with, and that's what she gave me, was the throat area with that side of it. Would I be right in saying she'd get short of breath and found it hard to speak?
Towards the end, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Because just as I'm trying to get the words out, it's like I can't catch my breath and I feel like I'm struggling to get the words out to communicate. So I feel a little bit frustrated within myself. So I feel that's what she felt as well. Now, how would you put the wings or the butterflies around your mum?
I find feathers everywhere.
Beautiful. Okay. Because she's showing me the wings. I actually felt like I had bird wings. But not seeing the whole bird, but I also feel like I've got the reference to butterflies as well. So whether you're finding the butterflies being put in front of you more so than normal, I just get the reference to she's very much around you in that way. I've got to let go of the breathing issues for her. So to me, I just feel like I can't catch my breath every time I want to talk in that side of it. Would I be right in saying Mum got very frustrated with her body near the end?
Yes.
Okay. Because I feel like her mind was still very sharp, but her body was what she suffered with. Yeah, okay.
Mum was
and how would you put
trying to get up at the end?
She was a fighter, is the reference I get.
Yeah.
Now, how would you put the number 7 around Mum?
The number 7.
So when they give me a number, it can be a date, the 7th of the month. It could be July. Or there's patterns in that 7. Sometimes I'll give it to me as a house number, but she's just given me the 7.
She died in July.
Okay, so that's what she's wanting to acknowledge. Very, very
Guiding
quick.
joy.
Yeah, okay. Because she just gives me the 7 and she wants to acknowledge the 7 as well with that side of it. So she's just acknowledging her passing in that way as well with that. I feel that you feel her presence at times, sort of thing. So I don't know
Yes.
if you get a sensation that comes around over you. She's just acknowledging
Yes.
that is her. Now, who uses their hands a lot? Is that yourself or your mum?
Both of us.
Because I'm sitting here, I know you can't see because it's below the camera, but I'm talking and I'm going like this sort of thing with my hands. So I just get the
Yes.
reference to she would use her hands a lot like that.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, she'd point
Beautiful.
a finger a lot. She was telling us off.
Yeah. Now, I get the feeling you get touched in the hair as well. So you'll get that gentle touch to your hair. That's your mum letting you know that she's there. She is very much around Dad. And I get the feeling she keeps the routines going that they would normally have. Okay. So Dad talks to her, sort of thing. So he needs to trust what he gets back in all the senses in that way. Okay. Whose birthday is coming up? Because I feel like I want to put the birthday cake in front of you.
Mine.
Okay. So happy birthday. Yep. Okay. That's close enough for me. I can relate to that.
Yeah.
They give it to me either literally just been in the last month or about to be in the next couple of months. So give me that 3 month time frame.
Yeah, my husband.
Oh, beautiful.
Was last week.
Well, happy birthday to him. But I literally feel like I want to put the birthday cake in front of you. So she's acknowledging your birthday with that side of it. So can I wish you a very happy birthday for her, please? No, she'll be there with the cake ready to celebrate. All right.
Yes.
So I just get love and pride that comes through. Roz, did you have anything, hun, you'd like to add to that?
Well, I did pull a card, but the first impression that I got was to do with clouds and having your head in the clouds. And I don't know whether that's because that's where you've actually been looking for the messages from Mum and you, Leanne, with the birds and the rest. I think it's bringing yourself more down earth and seeing the signs of her around you still that are now, and being more aware of that rather than looking to the clouds. Interesting, Leanne saying about the throat, because I noticed as she was saying that, I think my throat's there is getting a bit red and I don't have a sore throat. I was like, wow.
Whenever I go for a walk, I find a feather.
That comes from the clouds too, really, because it's the indication of angels around as well. So not a bad message, really. The card that I've got is books. So whether it's just a message, because this is the Lenormand deck, it's not so much tarot, so it's a little bit more literal. So it's something. Did she read a lot? And as I'm sitting there while Leanne's chatting to, seeing what she's saying, what she's receiving, all I'm doing is tapping a lot. So is that something that she did as well, like either tap a table a lot or a point, making a point or something like that? I'm sitting there going like that. So whether it's something for you to look at what you've got around you and what you're reading as well. There's little messages, or she's written something for you in one of her books somewhere, or that's what I'm getting for you. So good luck with that, and allow the grieving process its full course, because we are allowed to grieve.
Yeah. And that's the thing I just want to add to it is sometimes our grief can block the signs from spirit, because they will take that step back a little bit to give us the room to grieve. And when we're ready, they will become more obvious. They will put the signs in front of us a lot more bolder than what they would normally, sort of thing, knowing that we can handle that. So just keep that in mind. So you may go through a period where you feel that you're not sensing her as much. It's okay. She's still there. You may be thinking of her more. Out of nowhere, that's their soul with you at that very time. Okay. All right, honey. Well, thank you so much for allowing us both to connect with you.
Thank you. Thank you, ladies.
You're very welcome. Take care and enjoy the rest of the show. Beautiful.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, excellent. I'll bring you up in a moment, Tony. We've got Melissa just saying, get well soon. Thank you, honey. I really do appreciate it. We've got Jake asking, hi, any messages from for me from my nan and my dog that has passed around me. Okay. Did you want to have a go at that one, Ross?
Excuse me. You're talking about throat stuff. You're coughing. I
Bringing it
feel
on.
a bit of a catch. Well, I'm feeling more of a bit of a catch in the throat. Was your nan someone who didn't like talking much? That she had a bit of trouble actually voicing. It almost feels like that your nan was a bit more of the quiet soul type of person and didn't really like putting herself out that much because she didn't want to be a bother to other people. I mean, I know it's hard to get the instant to and fro with this one, but it's it just feels like I'm just trying to grab what it was. I'm seeing brooms and stuff like that. Whether she was a bit of a clean freak, I don't know. It almost feels like sometimes she'd shove the dog away. Is it your dog or her dog? It just feels like sometimes she'd be shoving the dog away with the broom, chasing it because it was in her way of doing something. And, although she did, I'm feeling that she did like the dog, really. So, the dog is, what's that? Your dog's name. I mean, I'm getting Molly because I had my Molly who passed away come back to me to show herself. So I'm just wondering if you're missing your cue of what your dog is present around you. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's funny because I get a real cheeky dog energy around him as well. So I feel like a dog that used to get herself into mischief sort of thing because I want to say the digging, the getting into stuff, chewing things that probably shouldn't have been chewed in that side of it. But I do sense that the dog is very much around you as well with that. I just want to run with the dog. And I actually feel like the dog passed very suddenly. So whether there was illness and passed very quickly or you had to hear one moment, gone the next, I just get the reference to the very quick sort of side to it. Okay. Excellent. All the best, Jake, with that as well. We might just bring Tony up if she's ready. Yeah, beautiful. And getting the smile. Excellent.
And is Jake's comment still on us? Yeah. I was just seeing the comment still.
Excellent. Hi, honey. How you going? You know Roz, don't you?
I haven't formally met Roz, but hi, Roz and Tony.
Hi, Tony.
Beautiful. Yeah, excellent. Well, Roz would have been in at the centre, so you wouldn't have seen Roz there when I had the shot.
Probably.
Yeah.
I'm not getting any video in the background, so is the video working?
Yeah, I can see Tony. Okay. Yeah, so
something with BeLive in the background there.
Yeah, it could be. I know Roy had troubles last night with it as well. So, how are you, hun?
I've been to the city twice in 2 days, so I'm worn out.
Yeah, you can't hear her, Tony. I'm sorry, Roz.
No, I can't right now. It dropped out, so I don't know what's happening there.
Okay. That's all right. I can hear her, so I can answer a question.
Yeah. Okay.
Sort of thing. Okay, yeah, unfortunately, hun. I'll drop you back down to the lobby for a second, hun, and I'll bring you back up and see if that makes a difference. Okay?
Okay, no worries.
All right. Yeah. Beautiful. All right, so you can still hear me, Roz, okay?
I'm just going to see if that makes a difference. Do the mute. I thought I might monitor on the iPad. Just so I knew.
Okay.
You know, like yesterday with you going blank behind in my hosting, and I didn't know it, and I was talking over you. I thought, no, I've got to monitor this time so that at least I know if you can hear and I don't. I'm not going to keep talking over you. Okay.
Beautiful. Okay, can you hear Tony now, hun?
Hi, Roz.
Yes, I can now.
Yes, there we go. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to click your name because that seemed to be when I brought your name up, Tony, the Roz lost the sound, so I won't put your name up, So you've been to the city twice.
Oh, yes. Yeah, taking a friend down to the hospital for some tests, but that's okay.
Oh. She's okay?
Yeah. It's okay.
Yeah. Good. Excellent. Okay. So what question do you have for us, hun?
Okay. Today is a sad occasion for me. I want to know if there is a young girl in spirit who's ready to contact more than myself, because I know she does myself. But there's a lot of people that haven't let go, and it's been 5 years.
I was going to say, so today's the anniversary?
Yes.
Okay. Would I be right in saying taken by her own hand?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So I've got the right energy. All right. Oh, there's a lot of emotion around that, is the feeling I get, not only from those left behind. I do feel spirit has a lot of emotion with it as well. The pain wasn't meant to be left behind in the way that it has been. She did not intend for people to put their lives on hold and hold on to that grief that she was feeling when she was here. I don't feel that she fitted in her body, if that makes sense. So she didn't feel that she belonged here. Okay. Yeah. Would I be right in saying there was a lot of changes around her the last 2 years of her life? Because I feel like I've got the ups and downs, the roller coaster with that side of her. She could talk a lot.
She was beautiful.
Yeah, I get talking. Would I be right in saying there was 2 sides to her at times?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, because she just keeps turning her fingers like that and saying, "Where's the camera?" Over that way. There's 2 sides. That's what she keeps doing to me, sort of thing as well. I do feel that she was more of a cheeky energy, because I do felt like I wanted to turn those fingers around as well and do that. And
to me, that's so appropriate.
Yeah, so the fingers like that and sticking the tongue out is the reference I got with her. Now, she showed me with an absolutely beautiful smile. So I do feel that she's very much at peace, and those left behind really need to find the peace in themselves as well. Now, I don't know if somebody has got a rose tattoo in her honour. I just feel like I've got the long stem with a rose head. And so whether that was a friend of her or a family member that has done that, I just get the reference to that side of it. I want to say this time every year, it's like they relive that nightmare again, over and over. Okay. She thought with taking her own life, it was just going to stop there, but she didn't realise the impact that she had left behind. All right. Yeah. Okay. She keeps playing with my throat, my neck.
Oh, sorry.
Set aside with her. That's okay. I can let go of it. It takes my focus away from my sinuses at the moment. So that's good.
Let go.
Yeah. Did you have anything you want to add, honey? That's all right.
Yeah, the card that was on top was the ring. So I think it is, if it's 5 years, it's indicative really of the cycle that's continuing for those who just won't let it go. And I think it probably is looking at that. I mean, all cycles do. They do have that circular form, of course, but they can be changed, and it's just a matter of deciding that it is enough, and that the grieving process and what happened for each and every one of them, it has reached its time, and it's come to a completion, so that that cycle can then move on. It can change its design, its pattern, or whatever to something else that is new for them in their lives as well. So I'm feeling that her relationships that she had with people were, as far as Leanne saying cheeky and all the rest, there was a lot that was hidden there that was also not revealed at the time. That sometimes we just have things that don't reveal themselves until, when we're on the other side or we're in another lifetime. So it's part of that process of letting it go. So,
bless both of you. Thank you, and I will pass it on.
Tony.
Thank you. It's our pleasure. Now, any other positive news yet?
Oh, no.
Getting close? No? How close are we expecting now?
Well, up to my daughter, maybe Friday, but she's due Monday.
Oh, beautiful. Excellent. Oh, you have to let me know. Send me news when you can. All right. Thank you, honey, for joining in. I wish you all the very best. All right. Thanks, hon.
Bye.
Yeah. Bye, Tony.
Bye.
That's it.
Excellent. Okay, well, I will bring Rebecca straight up as well. And Robin, I can see you in the lobby, hon. I'll bring you up in a moment as well. So, hey, hon, how you going?
Good, how are you?
Yeah, good, thank you. Oh, I'm fogging up all of a sudden.
You're getting too hot.
It's like that. I put my hair up. I'm feeling a bit warm tonight. So, how's your day been, hon?
Very busy. I've been at work all day and it's been very busy with the hot weather. I sell alcohol, so everyone's been coming in buying it. So
yeah, I bet. Yeah, good way to finish off the day, I reckon. Sit down with a glass of wine. So, yeah. And did you have a question you would like to ask us, hon?
Just actually wondering if my dad has any messages, or if I know he's around, but if he has any messages, and if you see any new partner within the next couple of months, please.
Okay. All right. Did you want to start with that one, Ross? I can hear your mind ticking.
Well, I've got a fairly instant yes for the new partner thing. Time-wise, I think it's feeling like there's a 4 there. So I don't know whether that'd be April or whether it's 4 months or that. But my first impression is I'm watching you when you're coming in. I just feel there's, I don't know whether it's puddles of water, and then you spoke about water ore, and then you spoke about you sell alcohol. So I don't know whether it was that thing of, you know, up the wall type thing. But it was along the, you know, the busyness of what your work is and that sort of thing. But it's also being wary of for and I think it's partly to do with don't forget yourself, as far as and having enough water yourself as far as the hydration factor goes, and letting things eliminate that need to be put through the system, if you get what I mean.
Okay.
So God, did you have I'm just feeling braces, you know, the old-fashioned braces type thing. Was there someone in your family that would wear them a lot? A grandfather or someone?
My mum's partner.
Right, still alive or past? Yeah. I'm just seeing these sorts of old-fashioned braces things, and just feeling wise words from who the one is that's wearing them. So the energy around what words are spoken there, take note of. So I think that's there's treetops as well. Do you live amongst trees? It just feels like nice parkland. Foresty, scrubby type stuff. It feels more formal, not so much the bush. So a nice setting. So whether that's somewhere that you're going to be going, that you might be meeting your new partner, or am I feeling that it's a new partner? Probably someone you don't know yet. What do you feel, Leanne?
Yeah, okay. I was getting the 4 too, but I was more drawn around April with that side of it. So I do feel like you're sort of looking very much focused around the 4 side of stuff with the new partner coming in as well. Now, would I be right in saying Dad was a bit of a big teddy bear, a big, soft, gentle teddy bear?
Not really. I will say my dad's a hard one to come through. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Would I be right in saying heart, chest area issues?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. I do feel like I've got a stubborn energy, but I do feel like I've got a very gentle energy at the same time with that. Would he expand his chest to try and puff himself out a bit?
He would, yes.
I actually feel like I need to...
Sorry. He was a teddy bear kind of to me, if that makes sense.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Because that's the way he's sort of coming across as the gentle, big, loving teddy bear. But I feel like I've got to puff my chest out and sort of make my aura feel bigger, sort of thing, with that side of it as well. With that, I do get very much drawn around the lungs, the heart area with him. And I do get his hand on his heart, which is my sign for love and pride for yourself as well. Now, who got the tattoo or wants to get the tattoo in his memory?
I am planning on getting a tattoo, but not in his memory.
Okay. So what would be the sketching for that? Have you been sketching out something that you want, or are you looking at getting it sketched?
Yeah, no, I have it ready to go. I just need the money.
Okay, all right, because he's giving me the drawing of it, so I feel like it's sitting, like I'm sitting there drawing it ready, sort of thing. So I do feel that his soul was very much around you while having that planned out in that side of it. Okay, he does make me feel like it'll be something that you do this year. Okay, it's got something with memory to it though, but he makes me feel like I'm remembering him.
It's a saying about you don't know how strong you are until you go through something. Which I went through a lot with him, but also partners. So it kind of does roll on.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Because he wouldn't let me go in the sense of the tattoo, because it was like there's a memory to it. There's a thing to it, sort of thing. Would Dad get a little bit mixed up in his words at times? Because I know what my head wants to say, but it's trying to get the words out at times. It doesn't want to quite flow in the way I need it to. It's very much in my head at times.
You could kind of say that. He wasn't really nice. He was a bit of an alcoholic and wasn't so I still have issues from him when I was a kid, if that makes sense. So,
a lot of frustration within himself. Sort of thing. So would I be right in saying he didn't like the person he became?
Oh, I think so, yes.
All right, because he's owning that as his own doing. He could have controlled that. I don't want to say he had, I want to say he didn't have the easiest life either, sort of thing. So I do feel that he had a lot of hurdles that he had to jump in his life. And I'm going to say the alcohol is one way he could try to close off for a while. I keep getting his mind is so busy. His head's always going. So what would be the nightmares that he would have, or the nightmare that he lived?
I don't know how much I can say on live. I think things were done to him that shouldn't be done, and he grew up thinking that that was right. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah, it does, because he gives me the nightmare. It's like I lived that nightmare. So whether it wasn't until he was older and he relied more on the alcohol that he was dealing with the pain of that, I just get his head would go a million miles an hour, and it was like the nightmare that he couldn't let go of, sort of thing, with that side of it. I do feel that he has found peace in his passing though. So I do feel very much him around you. Would he wear the hat at times, or was that his father?
That was his father.
Okay, because I've got his father coming in. All of a sudden I had the hat tilted at me like a bit of a gentleman sort of feeling, but I also feel like the walls are up around him as well with that side of it. And what would be August for you?
Nothing that I can think of right now.
Okay. So for some reason I feel like August has got a significance to it, but I'll just leave that with you. So whether there was a birthday or an anniversary or the passing around August for one of them, I just need to acknowledge August. Would I be right in saying you need to speak up or find your voice in things at the moment?
Very much so, yeah.
Okay, because he's drawn me to the blocked throat chakra for yourself, and he says, speak up. Say your bit, sort of thing, because I get the feeling he used to hold back at times and then he would explode. So he just makes the reference to don't make the same mistakes as he did. Find your voice and say your piece. Don't bite your tongue. All right? You need to put yourself first this year. Okay? And when you do that, everything else is going to follow. All right?
That's my plan.
Because it says you deserve to be happy. So I want to say the roller coaster that you have had, it's like you've done the hard work in the past and now you're coming out the other side. You deserve that happiness. I want to say, to me, Dad feels like he regrets a lot of things, but he didn't know how to say it. He wouldn't apologise. He couldn't apologise.
Yes,
sort of
I have
with
had that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So please know that he's very much around you, and I get the feeling you get thoughts and feelings. Sorry about my bike. Thoughts and feelings at times of Dad. That is his soul with you at that moment. Okay.
Yeah. No, thank you so much for that.
You are very welcome. So can we leave you with their love?
Yes, very well. And have a lovely night, both of you. Thank you.
You too. Thank you for joining in, and enjoy the rest of the show.
I will. Thank you. See ya.
You're welcome. See you, Han. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, it's automatic when you say see it. Oh, bye,
Beautiful. All right. We'll ring. We got. Jennifer's. I've lost Jennifer's photo. That's okay. I'll bring Robin up, and then we'll answer a couple of. Whoops. Wrong one. Sorry, Robin. I clicked on the wrong one. Sorry, Jennifer. I'll just drop you back down.
It's interesting trying to manage the back end of the live too. I don't think I've done it with more than the 3.
Yeah, I think what happened is Rebecca dropped out, Robin moved over, which moved Jennifer over, and I clicked on Robin as she moved. Hey, how are you going, hon? Lovely to see you.
I'm actually nervous.
You're nervous?
Sweats up. I don't know. I didn't think I'd actually
We're not that
get on.
scary, are we?
No.
You've done really well. How are you?
All right. I don't know if I have an exact question, but I was just wondering if it's going to get any better this year than it did last year, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay.
Especially health-wise.
Okay. Yeah. Would I be right in saying you're feeling a little bit more settled today? Slightly.
Yeah, I have. Yeah, I actually turned on my machine today. So
good, excellent. Because I get the need to focus, the need to feel more settled, sort of side of that. I think when you stop stressing, you're going to find that the health will settle down, sort of thing. So I would suggest whether it's going for walks, meditation, something like that, that you can, even doing jigsaw puzzles or something that you can sort of turn off the outside world and focus generally on one thing like that. I get the feeling that the health will improve with that side of it. I'm a big believer in when we hold on to stuff in our physical, it becomes in our aura, in the energy, it becomes the physical sort of side of it. So I do feel that has played a big part in the last probably 8-9 months for you in that way, sort of thing. So I want to say, letting go of the stress, breathe, ground yourself, go out and connect with nature, get down the beach, put your feet in the water. So Robin is from Tumby Bay.
Yes, I know.
That beautiful view, that water.
I noticed it in, it must have been one of the times where I flicked over your profile because of, what was that? Oh, I don't know. We've had a couple of messages, haven't we? Exchanged a couple of messages in Messenger, so it might have shown up in that as well. Tumby Bay. Well, yeah, because Mandy's from there, so of course my ears, eyes pricked up to that too as well. So,
So I do feel, hun, this year is your year to shine, but it's having that clear picture of what you want. Try to focus on one thing at a time. So whether it's the house or it's the business, try not to become deflated, so to speak. You're going to have your ups and your downs, but it's that feeling of just acknowledging those moments and turning it around. Yeah. So grounding yourself will help with that, because it's the scattered energy is us being in our head sort of thing. Yeah. We need to bring our focus down. And I quite often say, bare feet on the ground if you can, wiggle your toes, whatnot, to take that thought process out of your head down to your toes. Do the breathing, center yourself. And when you do that, things will get clearer. The energy of the universe plays with us too. And it's certainly testing us a lot lately. All right.
And is there any messages or anything?
Yeah, well, as far as with the energy and grounding, I mean, the card that came up, if you can see that without the reflections, it's the polar bear, talking about water, grounding in water and the rest. I mean, that, as you can see, the direction that it's looking, it's with determination, it's looking with, some purpose in it, and got that sort of feeling of being stable, strong, and on the move in one direction. It's not looking back or anything. And although it's, I think it is, I can't quite see it fully, but it is fully in the water as far as there's not any foot on the ground, but it's not far off. You can sort of see there seems to be stability even in how the bear itself is balancing in that stance. And I feel that even if that bear, like you probably need to just a bit more, is changing that perspective, just even the slightest bit, to be forward looking and not thinking, feeling, looking
More positive.
back. That's what you need to do. Yeah, it is. It's looking forward and positive, and in the water, perfect for where Tumby Bay is, of course. That's another way of doing it. And just as an actual practical way to add to the breathing, sometimes it even helps because the energy feels scattered. When you actually hum quietly to yourself or out loud, it doesn't matter. It actually brings a more rhythmic style of energy so that it's not feeling scattered. It's coming back into the body and creating its own healing energy with that vibration of the hum, because you can feel it, and the water in the cells and everything feels it, so that it's actually giving you that inner massage, and it just feels good too. As well as just the concentration on breathing, you're actually using more of the body to create that balance right through. So it's another way to ground as well, and bring it in for that. Yeah.
Is there any messages or anything for me from I've got a tickly nose at the moment. Messages
Spirit.
for me at the moment.
Trying to get your attention. Would I be right in saying Dad's passed, the strong male?
I wouldn't know. I've got 2 pops that have passed.
Okay. Which one was more like a father figure to you?
None of them.
Okay. I've just got the strong male coming through, and I feel like I've got a strong father figure sort of thing with that side of it. And it was funny because I sensed about the time you started playing with your nose is when I started to sense him coming in. So I do want to say that
it feels like something's just
the
going
older generation.
Feather over it, even again now.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like a very gentle touch that they do, sort of thing, to try and get your attention. So would I be right in saying that both grandfathers were very different in themselves?
Yep.
Okay, because I've got more of a quiet, gentle one, and I've got one that's a little bit more higher energy, a bit more outgoing sort of thing with that side of it. I want to say it's the higher energy gentleman that is tickling your nose, because I get the real cheeky energy with him as well with that side of it.
Can you pick up lung issues with that?
Yeah. He's giving me pain down my back when you said that, so I do feel like I'm in that lower area where the lungs are, but the pain is more to my back with that area. You're feeling that too, Roz?
Yeah, it was the first thing that I actually felt was it's almost like there's a monkey on the back, sort of between the shoulder blades and the rest, and that can be where you actually feel pneumonia, is at the back rather than where you'd expect to feel it. So,
So fluid on the lungs. Sort of area with that side of it. Okay. Okay. Because I get tired with him, so I do feel that he was quite tired near the end in that way. So he was ready to go for as long as he possibly could. Okay. He didn't like the restrictions of the breathing. He struggled with that.
Yeah.
All right. So can we leave you with their love? So the other one's very quiet. You are very welcome. It's lovely to see you again, hon.
Can I just ask, do they send any messages, like, you know how some people say butterflies or things like that?
Yeah.
Do they
I think
send
your thought process
do you know
a
what
lot.
I mean? Like,
Yeah. I get a lot of it comes through your thought process.
Yeah, it's things that you might notice with even songs that might show up that you recognise as being something they liked. Or for myself, I find things in tree work. If you hear or see something that seems to be of a similar theme 3 times, I sort of think, well, by the 3rd time they're trying to kick your butt, get the message, will you? You get what I mean? So, it's being aware that not all of it fits in together instantly either. So it is really being open to receiving what they've got as well. We don't always get it because we're not always consciously aware of receiving the messages, but we are. We're always getting something. Yeah.
All right. Well, as long as this year's better, that's okay. Something to look forward to.
Set your intentions. Focus on what it is you want, and not what it has been in the past, because that way we're manifesting it.
One of the big things the universe hears most is if we say, I don't want, they still hear that's what you want. So don't put the don't in it if you can. That sounds confusing, doesn't it?
I
But it's I want, that's all you concentrate. I love doing this, and that's what you'll get. All that is.
Thank you. I love watching this. Thanks heaps.
Oh, thank you. You are very welcome, honey. It's my pleasure. Take care and enjoy that grounding on the beach. Thanks, hon. Bye.
Still do the waving.
It's like that. Wow, we've got a full lobby at the moment. So, and I know we haven't got much longer. So, guys that are asking questions, what we will do is maybe next week I will just focus on questions rather than bringing people up. I'm just going to try. Yeah, Mia Mac. I know her camera's not on. We'll just see if we can hear her though. Hey, hon, can you hear us? No. Okay. We'll drop it back down. Not too sure what's going on there. Next, we have Marissa. We'll just count you up, honey. And then we've got Jennifer and Katie. So we'll get to you guys very quickly. Hey, hon, how you going?
Good, thank you. And yourself?
Good. Thank you. You had a lovely day?
Busy.
Busy? It seems to be the topic of the day, being busy, doesn't it?
My son started kindy today.
Oh, how did you go away? I would have been crying.
He pushed me out the door.
Oh, so you were really feeling loved. Oh, my goodness.
I'm used to it.
Yeah, I had one child that did that to me, and I was a blubbering mess. I was hopeless. I got told not to go. We went.
I wasn't with all four. I was
easier. Oh, you're gonna love it. So, Han, did you have a quick question that you would like to ask?
Yeah, I was just wondering if Nana has any messages for us because it's been a hectic few months.
Okay. Did you want to start with that one, Roz?
I just got love life. That was the instant phrase to start with. She was a lady who loved her life, like she had a really happy outlook, loved her life, or is she telling you to love your lives?
I think she's probably telling me to stress less.
Yeah, she feels like a very happy soul.
Yeah. And
it's important with what's going on at the moment too.
Yeah, Dad's not well at the moment. That's my main concern.
Yeah. Okay. So what's going on around the lungs for him and the liver area?
They don't know. They can't find anything at the moment.
Okay. Ross, did you want to take that for a sec? I just got a cough.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I missed that. Got a cough. I pulled the ring card out again. I'm about to put it back thinking, nah, it's not for you, but it obviously is because I'm meant to put it up. The interpretation for that is the loved ones are all going to be meeting together again soon, so probably some preparation in that ahead.
I do have a friend. I do have a family friend who has lung cancer. Would that be him?
That's male?
Yes, he's a male.
Okay. Deteriorating quite quickly?
Yes. And I keep seeing him in my hallway.
Okay. Sometimes what they do is they give us pre-notice. They start to prepare us for that. So that can be quite common for that to happen.
Yeah,
all right. So,
I see him quite regularly at my local hotel.
So my feeling is I would give it no more than a month.
Okay.
In that sense.
Yeah.
All
is that why I'm not sleeping?
Possibly. I quite often have to set my boundaries with Spirit that they don't come in my bedroom at night because they do wake me up.
They like to come into my room at night time. I don't know why.
Well, you just ask them not to. Yeah.
I say to Spirit they can stand at the door, they can watch me sleep, but they communicate with me in the morning when the sun comes up when I'm ready to get up.
I normally see like a really bright light, and that generally wakes me up. And then I can't get back to sleep. So, yeah, but we're all
Sorry.
we're all really worried about him as well.
Yeah.
'cause he's
Okay.
not. I
Keep
saw
pushing
him.
for answers. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah.
Alright.
If I see him again, then I'll talk to him because I didn't get time to talk to him last week. So,
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
but it's not
Okay.
any of my family members, though, is it?
No.
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 I don't feel
So
that
just
it
a
is.
family
No.
friend. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
Dad's going to be here for a bit longer. Yeah, it's a reference I
Oh,
get
good.
to me.
He's
I think
very.
they'll find the answers, but it's going to take a bit of testing. on
Yeah,
that
I
side.
hope so. They found the last answers with his heart.
Yeah.
Because I know I had
It's a
problems with
difficult
my
case.
liver last year. So things a little been a bit crazy the
So
last 12 months.
the issue that you had with your liver, is that something that can be handed down?
Possibly. We don't know yet.
Okay, because I would look at a similar thing around Dad for that.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
whether it's not quite as obvious, I just feel like you've got the genes handed down. So whether
Yeah,
yours has come to the forefront more than his.
Yeah, I've got bad knees and he's got bad knees.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's definitely, and my cat won't leave me alone, so she knows something's
Mm.
going on.
Yeah, animals are pretty good
We've
like
just
that. they know.
recently had to put our dog
Yeah,
down
they know.
too. So
Oh goodness, yeah.
They've been
All
shifting
right,
everything.
honey. Yeah, there's lots going on around you.
And what I had a giggle about before too was, as you were saying about the bedroom and stuff like that, I was literally seeing one of those old-fashioned, the power cords for the light switches that would be up on the ceiling, all the wiring up there, and you had long cords. It was just you need to pull your cord, as in to turn off the light. So that's the don't let them in at night type. Turn the light out.
It is sometimes
my old bedroom. That's in my old house. That's in my old bedroom. I don't have those in my house at the moment.
No, but it's metaphorically speaking, or esoterically, or metaphysically, or whichever way you need to do it. Turn the light out.
That's what Nan's telling me to do.
Yeah, lights out, turn to sleep. Sounds good. All right, honey. Well, can we leave you with that? Sorry to rush you, but I know we're nearly out of time.
Now I know what I'm seeing. Yeah, so I've got to prepare myself for the next month.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay,
just
thank
breathe and ground
you.
yourself. You're welcome,
Thank you
hon.
very
Take
much.
care and all the best. Sending love and healing to Dad too.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye.
You're welcome. Bye. Okay. All right. Jennifer, honey, you're next. I'll just bring you up. I can't believe it's nearly 9:30 already and I haven't got to many questions. Hey, honey. How you going?
Hi, how are you?
Good, thank you. Thank you for waiting so patiently in the lobby. So,
Okay.
how's your day been?
Yeah, good. Yeah.
Yeah, excellent. And did you have a question you would like to ask us, hon?
About 1 million, but
Where to
I don't know
start?
where to start. I sort of tried to generalize just to see if there was anything coming through energetically. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a pretty tumultuous year last year, and I'm just sort of curious about this one.
Okay, so I get the reference to, firstly, you've got to put yourself to the forefront most of all, sort of thing. So I want to say it needs to be turned around and the focus needs to be on you. Would I be right in saying you've got the need or the focus to study at the moment?
Yes.
Okay, because I'm putting the books in front of you. So I do feel that it is about focusing on what it is you need to be able to move forward. Would I be right in saying last year brought a lot of hard lessons with it?
Yeah.
Okay, but I get that you got those lessons this time around. So to me, it's that feeling that that energy has now moved. That is in the past. You've grown. You're much stronger for that side of it. But I just keep wanting to push you forward. It's like it's your turn to step forward. You need to be in the limelight, so to speak. You need to allow yourself to shine and be happy, sort of thing, because I just feel like your heart's been broken in two, if that makes sense. So whether you carry the weight or the stress around your heart area, I just get the reference to it's now about, I want to say, ground yourself, breathe, do the reflection on the year that you've had and let go of it. Give gratitude, even though a lot of that was hard stuff, and try to put it in the past so you can move that energy to move forward. All right, because they are pushing you to move forward in that much lighter energy. Would I be right in saying you catch orbs around you at times?
What, like little flashes of light in the corner of my eye? Yeah.
Yeah, and like you may take photos, you get orbs, like the little light form in it. The whole time I've been talking to you, I've got orbs floating around the room here on the walls and reflecting, and there's nothing in here to reflect in that way. So I just get the feeling that spirits are putting themselves in front of you when you need it the most to distract you from the other stuff that is going forward, been going on, so you can move forward with that. Okay. For some reason, I feel August is very strong around you as well. So had you start to turn the corner in August last year?
Yeah.
Okay, because I just get the feeling that,
and
that's why they put it. Yeah, okay, because I just get the reference to you turned the corners. August was that turning point for you with that side of okay. Ros, did you have anything, honey, you want to add to that?
Yeah, the first image that I sort of felt around you is it was the swirling the water, but it was actually in a spa bath, and it was, as you, Leanne, were saying about looking after yourself. It is that pamper yourself, even to the point of, you know, doing something that is just for you. Just focusing on that for you in whatever way you need to. But it was a spa bath that I saw. So, and the card that I pulled is actually, I can't remember which one that one is. It's not birdcage. Anyway, it just indicates the key is yours to open that cage and set yourself free. The rose in there in whatever way that you want to. Is that a rose? Yeah, I think
it looks like
so. Yeah, because I didn't actually speak of myself to start with. You know, and the double number of the 33, the power within that of being able to put yourself first. You can do that. You know, it's your decision to actually look after yourself, make that choice, and use the key in whatever way you need to actually unlock that inner self and set yourself free. So it's got a great energy around it for what's ahead of you for this year.
This year's feeling much better. I want to say the hard work's behind you, honey. All right.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Yeah, beautiful. All right. Well, can we leave you with that, please? And thank you so much for coming up into screen with us. You're welcome. Will you take care? All right.
You too.
Excellent.
Bye.
Thanks, hon. Bye.
Bye.
All right, we'll just quickly bring Katie up, and then we've got Amanda, so we'll have to leave it there after Katie and Amanda. Whoops, I think we just lost Katie. Oh, no, sorry, Katie's in the screen. How are you, hun?
Because it takes a while for me to see them in the back end of it. So I don't know when they're up or not. That sounds a bit weird, doesn't it?
I'm looking at the players moving in the background. How are you going, hun? Sorry about that.
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm really good, thank you. What was your question, honey?
I just want to know if there's anything coming through from my dad, and also if I'm going to make it to my sister's birth in time.
I got yes and yes with that. And Dad's going to make sure you're there. Okay, so
trust.
I think I get the feeling Dad's going to move, move heaven and earth to make sure you're there. Okay. What was the speech issues for Dad, or the struggling with the words?
I like that, heaven and earth.
I'm not sure. He passed away when I was young, so.
Okay. Yeah, because I just get the reference to the struggling to get the words sort of side of it out. Would I be right in saying, oh, sorry, we've lost your volume, hun.
Hello?
Roz, there we go. Now I can hear yours, Roz. It's Katie's.
Yeah,
Can you hear me, hun?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
There's interference coming through somewhere. What is the interference that you get in your technology? Hello.
I'm not sure.
Okay, but does that make sense? You'll get noises and stuff through headphones, TVs,
Yes.
phones and stuff like that. That's your dad. He's doing it to my speakers. My speakers,
Okay.
my headphones. Right? I'm thinking this is spirit playing with them.
Yeah.
I want to say he's letting you know that he is around you in that way. So whether you tell him to leave your equipment alone and come through in a different way, I just get a very loving energy through with him. I do feel that you sense his energy around you a lot. Now, would I be right in saying you've had dreams of him as well in the past?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Because I get the reference to look at the messages through the dreams. I actually want to give you a biscuit or a cookie. So I don't know if he used to like the cookies. Okay. Because he's handing you the biscuit. Please leave my headphones alone. Thank you. I'm waiting to get a zap in the ear or something. Yes. I've had that happen before. He's just making reference to, he does a lot of things to let you know that he's there. Okay. Roz, did you have something you'd like to add to that, honey?
He just feels like a really big character. I mean, in that card, because I've already put it back in the deck, it was the feeling of moving mountains, so that, you know, that he is involved in your life in those ways that things will happen that need to. So, and trust that, because I mean, even now I was going to think of that, what that comparison is, but now it's gone. You know, like the small acorn grows into the tree. It's that something, even a grain of sand or something can move. Oh, the ant moving a mountain type in comparison to its size. You know, it's one of those types of stories. It really will happen. It does happen. It's just the trust factor. Trust in yourself, being able to manifest those things that you want to have happen. They will. So yeah, you'll get there.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, hun. Is your sister looking at naming her child after somebody, the namesake?
We're not sure. She's keeping it a secret.
Okay, because he just makes me feel like there's a namesake. So whether it's based around him or it's another family member, I just get he's acknowledging the name that has been chosen.
Okay.
Okay, so he'll be there with you both at the time. I wouldn't be surprised if he hands that child over to your sister at the time of birth. Okay. All right, hun. Thank you so much. And he can definitely leave my speakers and headphone alone now. All right, then.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. All the best with it all. All right. Thanks, hun. Okay. Bye. All right. You're up for another two, Roz?
Yeah, no, that should be all right. Yep.
Okay. My picture's gone out for some reason, but that's okay. Oh, you can still hear me? So we're just bringing Carissa up, and then we've got Amanda with that side of it. Hey, Han, how you going?
Hi, how are you?
Good, thank you.
Have we got Carissa, is it?
Yes.
Carissa.
Yeah.
Because I don't get to see the names, and they're not always coming up on the side either.
Yes. What was your question, Han?
Just watching your previous reading, I'm after the same thing. I'm just wondering if my dad has anything for me.
Yeah, okay. What would the angel wings mean to you, honey?
I don't know.
Okay. All of a sudden he gave me a male's back, and it had the tattoo of the angel wings right across it. So I don't know if that was somebody that he knew or he had. I don't think it's his, but I just get the reference to looking at this male's back with the whole back covered in the wings.
Might need to check with my nephew on that. And actually his mum, sister-in-law, has had an angel done on her back.
Okay, because he's just showing me the whole back and it's covered. I want to say it's not small. It's taken a lot of work to have this done. All right, so yeah, so whether that was done in his honour, I just get the reference to looking at the tattoo wings in that side of it. Okay. Now, would I be right in saying Dad was a very gentle, loving soul?
Yeah.
A very caring man? All right. I just get a beautiful energy with him. He's got his hand on his heart, and that is my sign for love and pride. Now, how would you put the number 3 around Dad as well?
Born in March.
Okay, because he's just given me the number 3 around that side of it. So his birthday would be coming up then.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not far away with that side of it. Yeah. Sorry? Have you got 3 children?
3 kids as well.
Okay.
3 kids.
Yep. And would you have 3 children?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yes, I do.
Okay. When I said 3, when I said 3, he wanted to acknowledge his birthday. You said the 3 children, like there were 3 kids. He also wanted to acknowledge the 3 for you. So that's his way of letting you know that he knows you have 3 children. Now, I do feel that he is very connected to your younger child. Mm-hmm. So would I be right in saying your younger child is a little bit more cheeky, a little bit more outgoing?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to say quite intuitive at the same time. So I want to say very creative, very caring sort of energy. Now, would I be right in saying you get the tickle to the cheek at times? The stroking?
If I do, I probably haven't taken much notice, so it's not something that I can really say yes to.
That's okay. That's fine. He all of a sudden just started like stroking my cheek like it was just a very gentle tickle sort of thing. So I want to say take note of when that you get that in the future. That is his way of letting you know that he's very much around you as well. Now, what would be the importance to the necklace or the chain for him?
I don't know.
Was that something he gave you?
No,
you got his ring?
Yeah.
Was that on a chain at some stage?
No, I don't think so.
I keep wanting to put something on a chain around your neck.
No. No, I can't.
I'll leave you with that to think about. So I don't know if there was a gift you were given or there was a chain sort of thing that you now have that was his. I just get the reference to the importance with the chain side of it. Now, would I be right in saying there's times that you sit and you turn Dad's ring and thinking about him? Okay, that's him letting you know that his soul is very much with you at that time, so you may feel his presence more so. Would I be right in saying you still have moments of emotion that come through? Just, I want to say they come out of nowhere and they just catch you when you least expect it. Okay, because he wipes away your tears. So he says things are getting easier slowly, but he will wipe away your tears at that time. All right, so that's just his way of letting you know he is very much around you in that way. Okay, Roz, did you want to add anything, honey?
I was getting the impression that he does things with his hands. Now, my feeling was that it was around mechanics or cars, something like that to do with motors, things like that. Or it feels like tools and fiddling with things. Or did he like it's
funny because I keep putting my hands together with his energy. So whether he would sit with his hands together so he didn't fiddle.
Sorry, what was the last bit?
I was actually getting, when Roz was saying that, I was sitting with my hands together holding them, not like I'm praying, but so he didn't fiddle. So whether he would clench his hands together to stop him from fiddling.
I would say the hands together. He wasn't a mechanic, but he did fiddle with cars, but he was very business orientated, and that's where I would say the hands. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I was seeing the hands doing things. Now, to me, it felt like it was like motors or something like that. But if he was more into business, it could be that what fitting the pieces together of a project or something like that, almost like doing, carving or something like that. It was busy hands. Even did he enjoy gardening? I mean, I've pulled that card, which is parks and being in public places and things like that. Is that something I'm wondering I'm feeling
I
like you might need to get out more into some of the arena of, it just feels like it's almost like public speaking for some reason, but out into the garden, out into nature, out.
I do love doing that. Dad was a managing director, so he was very much public, and he was often flying over to other countries, and he was always involved. He had to be. That was his job. So if that's anything that confirms anything that you're saying.
Well, that in itself, it is, I think, as far as if I looked up the actual meaning of the number 20 card, which is, I think, parts or something, it is to do with being out in the public and that type of thing, being amongst other people, even though that card itself doesn't show people. It is actually to do with that. I mean, I feel it's just a very nice, peaceful place, and it is, regrounding in what is your own beauty as well. And sometimes that can be expressed as being the person that you are in getting that out and actually into the public arena, because we're here for relationship with, that's what we are as humans. We are in relationship in whatever way they are. That's why we love and all that. And we want that acknowledgement for ourselves as well, but we don't actually need it. We've got it in ourselves too. But because of that, we can express it out. So I think there's that feeling of it's that feeling of getting out there. If you like gardening, start with that. If, grow it.
Yeah.
Get out.
Yeah.
Get out feeling.
That's it. Well, can we leave you with his love, please, honey? He's very strong around you. All right. Thank you so much. You're welcome. It's our pleasure. Thank you for joining in. Thank you. Take care. You're welcome. Bye. Bye. Excellent. We'll just drop Carissa down and we'll bring Amanda up, our lucky last for tonight, as we have gone over time. Hey, honey, how you going?
Good, thanks. How are you?
That's good. Yeah, really well. Thank you. How's your day been?
Yeah, good. Good.
Excellent. And did you have a question you would like to ask us, hon?
I just want to know if I'm going to have the willpower to lose the weight this year.
Yes. Why? I feel like, what did you get, Roz?
The birch broom and the whip. So it means there's a bit of work to go with it, as you said that. And it's the pair number 11. You've got the angels with you doing it.
Yep, so you've got the strength and you've got spirit there to help you. But would I be right in saying in the past it's kind of been a little bit of a protection for you? So it's like my kids.
Sorry.
That's okay. I totally understand. My daughter has stuck her head around the corner of the room a couple of times today looking for me. So
I've got grandchildren the same age.
So how would I be right in saying it's a little bit, in the past, it's kind of been a little bit of a protection for you?
Yeah.
Holding on to the weight. Because sometimes we block ourselves from moving it. So I do feel that you are ready to shed that. I kind of feel like you can already feel it leaving, if that makes sense. So it's about having the focus and the willpower to be able to do it. And I know that's easier said than done, sort of thing, because that's what I struggle with at times. And I do feel, yes, this year, I actually feel like I want to drop 12 kilos before August with that side of it.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
Would I be right in saying you want to go more than 12? But I think the reference to 12 is going to be the first sort of midline. Do you not like green vegetables, leafy vegetables?
Not really.
Okay. All of a sudden, they were giving me indigestion, and I was tasting like the spinach and stuff like that. So whether you find the green leafy vegetables give you the indigestion, I say be careful around that side of it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you have anything else you'd like to add, Roz?
So as you said, vegetables, what just came to mind is my favourite that, you know, probably I shouldn't do it that way, but it's celery with peanut butter in it. Tastes nice together. And celery's a good diuretic. You can make fun out of it. I mean, you can make fun out of it. No, you can make it fun to actually get it off as well. Don't have to be so super strict that you can't have the occasional little because peanut butter in it of itself is actually still a healthy food, but it's anything. It's the overindulgence of that isn't suiting to our body, and being able to let go the emotional side of it as well. Because I do hypnotherapy, I'd suggest too, of course, go if you're really struggling. Hypnosis can be a good tool to help with it. So it's just there are other tools that can help that aren't costing an arm and a leg. It's just something that in that card, the birch, the broom and the whip, it's cleaning out what the body doesn't need. And occasionally cracking the whip over yourself or your perspective or something around that balance of what you're eating, so that you're going to get there.
So, and just keep an eye on my page, hon, because I know I do have a lady by the name of Deidre O'Brien lined up to come on as a special guest. She's just sorting her technical issues out at the moment. She'll be sharing her story on how she's lost, I think it's like 30 or 40 kilos. She's had kidney disease, I think it is, and she's been able to reverse that through her weight loss and her diet. So she's sort of got a mixture of the keto and something else that she's been doing. So keep an eye out for her in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, I will.
To have her. It's quite interesting listening to her. All right, we'll let you go and say to your son.
Thank you.
All right, thank you for being so patient and waiting for us.
No worries. Thank you. Bye.
You're very welcome. Bye. Thank you. Beautiful. I've just got the image, Roz, of celery and peanut butter.
Very tasty.
I don't know what it tastes like. I'm just imagining you packing it full of peanut butter and trying to get it out of the middle of the celery.
Yeah, it's crunchy. Oh, it's just a knife. It's got a knife fall down the middle. Shouldn't encourage people. But it is a nice combination. If you don't like celery by itself, it's nice just to have that slither of peanut butter. Smooth is probably better because you don't load it up as much.
Have you tried celery juice by itself before?
Celery and what by itself?
Just celery juice.
Oh, celery juice. Yeah, I have done celery juice, carrot juice by itself. I do the combination of the three, the celery, carrot and ginger. So that's what I actually do as juice.
Yeah, somebody said to me the other day, you're supposed to drink so much celery juice every morning or something as a diuretic sort of thing. So I haven't tried it.
Parsley in it as well, I think, helps. Just that other edge of it. And there's probably even fennel, if you like fennel as a flavour. Yeah. But it's a bit aniseedy. Some don't like it. So I find it a bit strong. Yeah. It's another one. It's from the celery family too, so it's why it's another natural diuretic. Without taking tablets, I'd rather eat things or drink.
Same here. Well, I've been trying to be good this week. I've cut out bread out of my diet, but then I had pizza for tea tonight. So I limited the amount I had, though, and I've cut back on my Pepsi Max by a couple of cans a day. So choose the max. So that's this week's challenge. Next week I'll add something else to it and see how we go. All right, hon. Well,
it comes down to listening to our bodies. So.
Yeah, mine's wanting lots of things that it shouldn't have.
And then telling it off what's the wrong things.
That's it. I'd rather just go to bed and sleep on it. It doesn't quite work that way, does it? I still crave it in the morning, but that's okay. Now, would you like to share with everybody how they can contact you, hun?
Well, currently,
if they want to book a reading.
Yeah, currently I am only using my Facebook page, which is Hypnosis Plus with Roz. There is a new website that's coming, not too far away, so that there will be the two options then. But at the moment, it's the Hypnosis Plus with Roz, and there is a booking button in there. So yeah, that's mainly it. Or, you know, the personal message thing if it's desperate.
Yeah, perfect. Excellent. So, and you can certainly jump over to Roz's page. It's Hypnosis Plus with Roz as well, and you will catch Roz and myself here again on Tuesday morning for intuitive chat. Now, I do have my website just going across the bottom of the screen if anybody would like to make a reading. Readings start at $30 for one question and go up. You're offering the one questions and the email readings at the moment, Roz?
I am, but you know, I can't remember what price it is. I think it's 25 at the moment.
That's
for a one question email reading, and the prices I did only just give them to my webmaster person the other day. That's you know, I'll just blame practicing for old age.
I love
it's a long time in the
future. Gets like that, doesn't it? So, all right, guys. Well, we might leave it there. We've only gone 20 minutes over time tonight. So and I do apologise to those that have asked the questions in the chat room. And if you were on my Psychic Medium page, watching or Roz's Hypnotherapy Plus page, when we do go live, guys, you need to jump over to mytimetv.live, but I will scan through your questions in the next couple of days. So I'm hoping to have a little bit of time to myself tomorrow and try to get on top of this head cold with a bit of luck after a nice massage. Hopefully that'll move some stuff. So fingers crossed.
I love the massage. I'm heading off to Adelaide stuff in the morning and then back home. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, I've got Ray calling in. Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
Well, Ray
drool. I like a massage.
Yeah. If you're about 11, she could probably get you in. I don't know what her schedule is. She'd have to ask her.
My appointment's at 10 at Flinders. So, yeah.
That's all right. Yeah. Nice. Excellent. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining in. And please feel free to share these videos and invite friends and family to watch it. If you are watching on the replay, hashtag replay. You can even hashtag and let us know where you are coming from, because these do go all over the world. And now that we're out to the Binge Network as well. All right, Roz, thank you so much. I will let you go and rest now after I made you scoff your tea.
I'll enjoy a nice hot cup of coffee.
Beautiful. Put your feet up. You deserve that, hon. Thank you so much for your time.
And you look after yourself too.
I will. Thank you very much.
And everybody else out there too. Of course.
All right, guys. Thanks for joining in, and we will see you soon. Bye.